Well, I'm Mara, I'm from Belgium. I'm working with Indymedia Belgium since the start of it in June 2000. And we've been watching Seattle IMC, and we were thinking, wow, great idea. And we not really have a good organized media activism in Belgium. We have small projects. So we thought, okay, we should do something about it. And we thought Indymedia can be a start. It's growing, and it's very different from country to country. You have countries like the UK that started out very early, and Belgium too. And it's very interesting to meet those people and see sometimes they deal with the same problems, and sometimes they have totally different background. For example, like Belgium, we want to stick together. We don't want to split up Flemish, French, because that's our policy. And then you have the Spanish situation where they want to have local IMCs from Basque and Barcelona. And it's very interesting to understand those, politics, to see at the local situation. Maybe countries, I don't know, like Poland or Romania, do they have a lot of internet, and maybe it's more interesting to support them with radio work or print things. You have to see really at the situation in that country. Even in Belgium, not everyone is linked up to the internet, but for us it was more or less the cheapest way. And we also tried already to have some print issues and video tapes, and then we see it has sometimes more impact than a website. So I think there will be growing, more media activism around Europe, or maybe they will be getting more inspired by projects as Indymedia, but not necessarily with the websites.
Can you tell me how you deal with the language issues? Because everyone speaks different languages in Europe.
I think like 80% speaks a bit English, so we try to manage in English, but still I notice that there are people, sometimes they misunderstand things because they don't understand very good English. We try to, for example, we have a big meeting, then we try to translate. For example, there was a translator in Spanish. I think the major problem is when we communicate through email lists. Then mostly the people who speak English, they're connected to the internet, and then they have to have the responsibility to report back to the people who don't speak English. Yeah, so it's interesting, and we try to manage. But maybe we should also encourage people to learn a bit different languages like Spanish or French.
Various European Indymedia sites had problems with the open posting system.
After September the 11th, there were some conspiracy messages around a lot of IMCs, and some newspapers, most of them quite progressive but still commercial newspapers, jumped on it, and they wrote an article about this IMC is nothing credible. And I've heard the same story in Germany, in England, in Belgium. So I think, oh, it's sometimes the open publishing is a tricky thing. And for example, the Swiss people, they also had a problem. There was an article posted, an anti-Semitic article, and they didn't react on it immediately. So now they have a problem because an organization will sue them for anti-Semitic posting. So I think it's very difficult to deal with those things, because sometimes you're the victim of this open publishing system. Different problems. Well, I think finance, you see the big difference from country to country. You have countries that don't really have an organized structure how to finance their things, because maybe they have not so many progressive movements within their country, and then you have other countries who can deal with it much better. And maybe we should help each other out better. I think we help each other out quite well with skills. For example, the Dutch, they have a lot of technological skills, and they're very nice. They come to big summits and they help out with network and things like that.
What message would you send to the American independent media movement from Europe?
We've been very inspired by the Indymedia movement of the United States. It was also a wind that flew over Europe, and it's the same with the whole anti-globalization movement. Well, keep up the good work, I would say, and don't be intimidated by all these repressive measures that maybe Bush will take, or don't get discouraged.